All right, Baldwin. Hello out there. Good afternoon, everyone. Please spend these next few minutes logging in so you can get your hours and let us know how much we miss you and you miss us. My name is Kimberly. I am an instructor at South Campus. Hey, Jennifer. Um, I'm going to be doing the prerequisite of the learner with Kimberly. So we'll get started as soon as everybody gets timed in. Hi, Haley Hill, Carmen Pacheco, Lynn Thornhill. Hello, you guys. Yes, ma'am. You don't have to put a timestamp. Just say your name. That's it. Make it easy on yourselves. And while you guys sign in, I just want to welcome you to our live YouTube channel for Baldwin Beauty Schools. If you have any questions or concerns about the distance learning, please feel free to email Jeremy at baldwinbeautyschools.com or Wendy. We're doing our best to just kind of test this out a little bit. And we are so happy for all of the participation you guys have shown. And both schools, I guess this is a time for us to come together. And as Jeremy said in the first segment, which was cut short, I'm thankful to be able to still impart knowledge and teach for you guys. So those of you that are new to this and have come off of an LOA or time off, we are doing what's called distance learning. And so what that means is that we are not coming into the school, we're not doing technical work, we are getting the theory of every subject as deeply as we can to you guys so that you can have that classroom time with us. So for all of my students, I miss you guys. North School, Joanna and Jeremy and Gracie, all of them miss you guys. It's hard for us, but this is the best way we can communicate. So while you guys clock in, I want to tell you my tea tree essential oil is the flavor of the day. That's the Pure Door brand. If you got to order this on Amazon, So tea tree is also an antibacterial essential oil. So you can use it to clean, but it also helps with breathing. I think it helps with clarity, antimicrobial properties, everything that you can have in an essential oil. So I got that going today. And I'm just going to welcome you guys as I hold up this. Write this down for your notes. Hello, Joelle. Hello, Annabelle. Hi, Kylie. Hi, Alexis Lazo, North School. Good job. Lily Camarillo. I'm trying to help out my logger, Alana, and she's going to probably be on this chat soon to let you guys know what she needs from you. Just make sure you are saying your first and last name when you do say hello. And we'd love to hear from you on the live chat. Also, if you could just give this page or give me a thumbs up. I've gotten like 3 thumbs down, but I don't know what I did. Maybe I'm too boring. But if you could just subscribe to the channel and give me a thumbs up and give everyone a thumbs up, that would be awesome. Hello, Kayla Langford. Tabitha. Hi, Tabitha. So good to see you guys. Do y'all miss me? I don't. Hi, Miranda. So loving the participation. I only got 14 of y'all right now. I need more. Hey, Allison. Let's go. Let's go. This is some important stuff. You guys want to make sure you tune in. to our prerequisite hour, and then Wendy with her 2 hours of information, and then follow up with Katie if you're not able to tune in and get the information that you need. This is all of the stuff that we really want to send to you in good faith for those of you that are technical learners like I am. I know you guys are going to have a harder time trying to get past the theory, but believe me, you need it. And then once we get back to the technical part, we're going to go hard. Go hard or go home. I miss you too, Miranda. I miss you all. Like, you have no idea. Daisy. Hey, Daisy. It's not quite 12 o'clock yet, but I'm an early bird, so I wanted to try to get a little early because I know that Jeremy's feed was discontinued for something. I don't know, but I'm sure we can work out those kinks as we go. In the meantime, you guys, clock in time, 6 minutes. So I'm going to um, entertain you for 6 minutes, I guess. Maybe I should tap dance. Aw, thank you, Connie. I'm trying to look cute for y'all because I know I'm supposed to be wearing my jacket, but it's kind of warm. I have not turned my AC on yet, even though I need to. I'm probably not going to do that. I want to make sure I have enough alone time with you guys without any distractions. So this morning's questions, what are you thankful for? I can honestly say, miss you guys too. I'm thankful for you. I'm thankful for um, my son, who is amazing. Thankful for a lot. I'm thankful to have my health. I'm thankful for my ability to be able to teach my job. I love to teach. Thankful for Wendy and Randy for trusting me with you guys and giving me that opportunity to spread my wings. But if you don't find a job that you love, then that's okay too. Just reach out and work for it harder. Like, find it, seek it out. Okay, tell some jokes. Okay. I don't know any jokes. I'm a loser. uh, uh, knock, knock. Knock, knock. Who's there? Knock, knock. Who's there? Aren't you glad I didn't say who's there again? I don't know. I'm lame. I don't tell jokes. I teach. Hi, Brenna. Hi, Julia. If I could just virtual hug you guys. Mwah. Virtual hugs. Julia Bennett, look at my nails. They're on fleek. Thanks to you. This is all I do is sit at home and do my nails. Hello, Mabry. Hi, Taylor Campbell. Jesse G. Excellent. I'm so glad for the participation. I don't want to get started too soon, but at the same time, I know you guys have a time limit and schedule that you're adhering to, but what this hour is going to do is just give you some insight on the learning that's ahead from Wendy. And what I know about Wendy is that she's going to make sure you guys, thank you, Erica. Hi, Jasmine. You guys get everything that you need in order to tackle and pass this test, even though you're not coming into school every single day. I don't know about you, but I miss the hands-on. Like I said before, I'm a hands-on instructor, so I do a lot of the technical teaching. I don't know how to comfort my students that are just like me. But all I can tell you is keep practicing. Do your family's hair, do your friends' hair, do everybody's hair that asks you to right now, so you can supplement your income and you can stay on top of your craft. Like, accept their tips, accept their help. If they want to buy you diapers, if they want to, just let everybody be free right now to help each other, because that's where we are. We are in a state of emergency, and this is the best time to come together and help each other out. Even if you do it for free, do it. There are people out there who, after this is over, are going to need a job. They're going to need housing. They're going to need other things that we can provide as hairstylists. And we have the gift of beauty and giving them that expensive thing that a lot of people pay for, just because we care and we're caring people. So that's my little spill about that. 2 minutes. All right, Sarah. Brianna Alonso. Brianna French. Hi, Bray. Frenchie. Cammy. Oh, look at y'all. Okay, so make sure those of you that are on LOA, that I'm seeing your names, that are technically on a leave of absence, make sure you contact Jeremy and email him and make sure that he understands that you are clocking hours and that you are no longer on LOA. It's probably going to be a little bit of time before we can just kind of gather and reach all of the people that want to go, and take a little leave of absence for whatever reason. Just make sure you do it in the right way. And if you comment or sign in for classes, just know that takes your LOA off. So if you don't plan on being a part of the clock-in hours, if you're on a leave of absence, you know you can tune in, just don't log in. Okay? Very good. 12 o'clock. Okay, so I'm Kimberly. This is the prerequisite of the learner. I'm happy to be here today. So what I wanted to start with is something that I missed yesterday. I kept looking for the word, but I couldn't find it. And it's decontamination. I kept saying disinfection. So decontamination. Here's the definition. Make sure you write this down, pen and paper. If you don't have it, we're going to go over it and over it. And this is what we've been talking about for the last few days. This is the definition. And you need to have this because there will be a test later and you will be asked to review this information and make sure that you are staying compliant with the distance learning. Okay, so the removal of pathogens and other substances from tools and surfaces. Why do we need to learn that? Because we come into contact with the world. And everything and everyone has a way to pass and spread bacteria. Okay, involves the use of chemical and physical to remove inactive or destroy pathogens. So I want you to take a look at these two words, underline. Make them a big part of your vocabulary right now. Decontamination is the destruction of pathogens. What are pathogens, class? Give me an example of a pathogen or the definition. I feel like a creeper. I'm just going to hold this up so y'all can get a good little view of it. So if you guys, let's recap the 3 levels of decontamination. That's our effort to prevent the spread of bacteria. So what are the 3 levels? 3 levels. What's the first one? Sanitation. Second and third. Remember my pyramid from yesterday? Maribella Hernandez, sanitation, very good. The first level of decontamination, Brenna, excellent. Sanitation, disinfection, and sterilization. Yes, hello, Marie. I see that I have students that are still clocking in. You guys are technically 3 minutes late, but I still love you. I will forgive you for this. And yeah. Yes. Guys are paying attention. I can see in your answers. So we're going to call it SDS. Make yourself a little note card. SDS, sanitation, disinfection, sterilization. Excellent. So today's learning objectives, you guys want to write this down. We have 5 learning objectives for today. And Wendy is going to go more in depth over those, but this lesson is going to be composed of. You guys, right answer. You guys are really on point. Good job. So why do we need to learn the universal laws and rules? Because we have to know the standards by which the CDC and OSHA and everybody else who's watching over us see how we disinfect and clean. All right. Then we're going to learn the classifications of bacteria, which you've already had a little bit of that. We talk about which bacteria cause illness and disease, and which bacteria are harmless and helpful. And then we're going to explain how we use disinfectants, okay, the proper way to use them. Some people don't realize that bacteria is everywhere, and that just kills certain bacteria. You have to leave the disinfectant on the surface for 5 to 10 minutes before you wipe it off. Then we're going to learn our responsibilities as a salon professional, because that's something that we have to practice mentally and physically. That's not something that everybody feels is important, but as we're in a day and age where bacteria is spread so quickly, as you can see in the world, we need to make sure that that is one of the things we remember to do each and every day. And lastly, we have to find out how to safely disinfect, because some people are using disinfectants the wrong way. They're using the wrong things to disinfect the wrong surfaces. There are disinfectants for your skin. There are disinfectants for porous surfaces and your implements. So hopefully you'll get a chance to tune in and see. This is your learning objective for today. All right, so fun facts. Love my fun facts. Ready for fun fact? Maybe I should write it. Hold on, let me get a tissue. I'm going to start writing the fun facts so you guys can write them down. So if you don't have pen and paper, go ahead and get it now. Okay, so this is fun fact number 1 for today. Bobby pins should be discarded after each use. I bet you Cosmos didn't know that. They are not considered multi-use implements. They are considered single-use implements. Can anyone tell me why? Hopefully, you guys can come up with that. So while you're pondering that, I thought the same thing. They're plastic, okay? But if you think about it, bobby pins are not considered non-porous surfaces. Cross-contamination, that's right. And they're meant to be used once and then thrown away. You're not supposed to hold on to them. So if you're one of those people that has bobby pins that you've used from your updo and your friend's night out, go ahead. Mabry, you cannot sanitize them. They're considered a porous or single-use implement. That means you can sanitize them, but they're going to disintegrate if you sanitize them. So that's why they're put under the single-use. Good question. Very good question. All right, so sorry, I keep getting up. I keep losing my paper towel. Today, the prerequisite for you guys in Nail-Tex, Cosmos, SDs. I know I don't make a lot of emphasis on the 3 programs, but hopefully if I have any Nail-Techs out there or estheticians out there, please feel free to chime in on your end, because even though we're going through the disinfection part, the practices are the same, the information is the same. So hopefully you guys are doing that. Estheticians, if you're out there, if you could please chime in on ways that you sanitize and you determine what your multi-use implements are and your single-use implements are, because it's important, because you guys deal with contact of the face and the eyes and secretions of all of that. So if you want to chime in, that would be great. So today's objective of the learner, you're going to learn the difference between standard precautions and universal precautions. So we're going to talk about the standard precautions first, okay? Wendy's going to go more in depth. What the standard precautions state is that, my little paper. Standard precautions assume that all body fluids, such as sweat, tears, urine, are considered hazardous and have the potential of giving us infection or spreading bacteria. So anybody that has a job where they work with the public, as we do, then they're required to be held under the standard precautions. And I'm going to make a list of those right now. So get your pen and paper. Just a little fun fact. This was introduced in 1996 to workers to make sure that if somebody sneezed on you, if somebody coughed on you, that these bodily fluids have the potential to make you sick. And it was perceived as a risk of infection. Okay, so this is why we have to follow our standard precautions. I'm going to write that definition for you guys. So you want to assume that all bodily fluids You want to assume all bodily fluids are harmful. That means tears. Give me some examples. Sweat. Okay, those of you that have questions about the assignments, you guys, I don't have the answers to those right now. My job is just giving you the information that I'm giving you today. So if you want to compose those with Katie or whatever teacher, please save those for then. So standard precautions. Let's talk about standard precaution. What is a perceived risk that we as industry workers, the service industry of cosmetology and beauty pose as a result of our job? I want to see a lot of good answers. Spit, saliva, yes, absolutely. Come on, y'all. Let me see your answers. I'm gonna write mine down. Okay. Right now we're talking about standard precautions. So standard precautions covered assume that all bodily fluids. So what bodily fluids? What determines standard precautions? Here are your answers. Blood, all body fluid, us, mucus, non-intact skin, which means broken skin or braided skin, and breast milk. Very good. So, standard precautions prevent us from coming intact with all of these. But we don't live by the standard precautions every single day because we have other things to consider. As hairstylists and estheticians and nail techs and anybody of the like, you guys have an additional list that you need to write down. Okay? Universal precautions say protect yourselves from this. Somebody sneezes on you, what should you do? Don't slap them or don't get upset. They can't, it's a sneeze. It's like a not orchestrated movement of the body. If you have to sneeze, you have to sneeze. Coughing is another one. Crying is another one. Yes. Yep. Okay, so universal precaution says we should protect ourselves from that. I'm sorry, standard precautions. And then we have a second list. And I hope you guys are writing this down because it's very important to visual learners. You guys have to really, really study everything and know the terminology, which is very important, not just the code name or child name, the name that you gave it as a child, like snot. I noticed some of you put snot, okay? What is the definition of snot? Don't answer that. That was a booby crap question. Okay, second list, here we go. Write it down. Here's your list. So standard precautions, that's what we have to take in the salon. So this is what we're also protecting ourselves from. Because Universal doesn't say that. In the public, outside, on the sidewalk, we don't have to worry about this stuff. We just have to worry about maybe somebody sneezing on us, or if we have unprotected sex, what kind of vaginal secretions are happening, and we'll talk about that. But for now, this is what we have to worry about. Let's go over them. Feces, you guys know what that is. Tears, who knew? Tears, really? If somebody cries, you have to kick them out of your chair because of the worry. If you're an esthetician, yes, you have to wipe their face and cleanse them properly to make sure that body secretion does not cause a problem to you later. Okay? The next one, sweat. People sweat. You're doing an underarm wax, you're doing a facial, you're doing a haircut service, and somebody's sweating. Probably a good idea to wear gloves. Vomitus, self-explanatory. Urine, saliva, and nasal secretions. Nasal secretions. Okay, so let's go ahead for now. If we want to log in and comment, we could, have our fun. But boogers and snot, we're not doing that. We're doing real work today. This is cute. Y'all are cute, but let's stay focused. All right. Fun fact. Ready for the next fun fact? I know y'all tuning in for my fun facts. Get my little boards. They're everywhere on my table. I'm gonna write it down so you guys can write it down. Excuse my handwriting, but I'll read it. Okay, fun fact number 2 for today. The virus enters the body, it invades your cells. So if you have a stomach virus, if you have HIV, if you have any type of virus, okay, what happens is it enters your body and then it commands some of your cells. And what your cells do is reproduce because that's what they need in order to spread. So we need to really, really make sure that we are paying close attention to all viruses such as the flu, the common cold, HIV, HPV, any type of blood-borne pathogen that can enter your body in all the ways that you know. And then if you don't know, you need to Google it or stay tuned to this live chat. Make sure you like and comment below. Please like this channel if you're feeling like you're getting a lot of information. That's great. Okay. So when a virus enters the body, it invades the cells. And so what the cells do is they're just there to take direction. And what some of them do is they help fight a virus. But some of our cells actually help the virus spread. And that redirects what their purpose is. And so they don't know any other way but to attack our body. And that's when we get sick. Fun fact. All right. So now we're going to play a game. 23 minutes in, I'm doing good, hopefully. I don't know where my white lab coat is, but I'm actually happy I'm not wearing it because I'm not sweating. Okay, so let's play a game. I'm going to give you a card or show you a card, and it's going to have letters on it, and you are going to type in your answers on what it means. And I'm going to shuffle these just so we have to have a little game. Okay, so if you know what it means, just type it into the live chat comment box below. First one is HIV. HIV. Go. Ooh, Sarah, you almost got it. Sam, you almost got it. Yes, Carson Ivy, human immunodeficiency virus. This is the virus that enters your body and then ends up being mutated into AIDS or autoimmune. It attacks your immune system. It turns it against itself. So it is a virus. Very good. Yay, y'all got it. Okay, next one, CDC. Y'all should be hearing this in the news. Yes. No, it's like a little time delay, so I'm going to give you a chance to. There you go. Centers for Disease Control. Good job, Chloe, Brenna. Yes. Elise. Centers for Disease Control. Why do we need a Centers for Disease Control? Because these are the group of scientists and doctors and biologists and chemists that come together to help us stay healthy. Okay, very good. Let's do our next one. EPA. We see that a lot around the beauty school. What is EPA? EPA is what some of my students like to call it. EPA. EPA. No, you guys know this one. This one's an easy one. Environmental. There you go. Environmental Protection Agency. And what do they do for us? Quite a bit. You're going to learn about that, read about that. Very important. Okay. Next one. TDLR. You should all know what this is because this is very imperative and important for you guys to know what these letters stand for. Yes. You guys are so good. Look at you. Participation and everything. I love it. TDLR, Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation. Yes, 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 yes. Good job, kids. I'm gonna give you guys a hard one, or maybe it's not so hard if you're paying attention. Okay. MSDS. Yep. TDLR, Texas Department. Yes, very good. Material safety and data sheet. That's where every single chemical product that you use is recorded, and it's got a number, and it's just the information, everything. It's required by salons and all of businesses that have chemicals. Okay, let's do a hard one. BSI. I don't see y'all saying it. Stumped. Oh, yes. Very good, Aubrey. Body substance isolation. Excellent. What does that mean, students? Give me an explanation. Give me a definition. Shout out to the rest of them and teach one another. Those of you that don't know what this is and have read upon this need to educate the ones that don't, because Wendy's going to go into that. Oh, Carson, yeah, I know there's a lot of them. And I was like learning about it, reading about it, because Wendy's been sending me all of the information, and it's so interesting and it's different. But BSI is probably going to be something that we practice. Basically, saying that our bodily fluids or the substances like blood and tears, we need to make sure that we don't come in contact. A method of infection control that assumes all body fluids are potentially infectious and that an effective task specific barrier must always be placed between the medical provider and the patient. Excellent. That was Aubrey Baldridge. Good job. Okay, got two more. Stay with me, kids. I know y'all know what this one is. Oh, sure. Occupational Safety and Health Administration. Excellent. You guys are so freaking smart. Who knew? Hairstylist. Yay, us. Okay, last but not least, this is going to be a hard one. PPE. Come on, my brainiacs. You got this. Yay, Felice! She got it. Personal protection equipment. Very good, you guys. Well, yes. Beautiful. I'm so proud of each and every one of you for knowing the answers to all of this and keeping in tune and plugged in to the channel. And I love you all. And thank you for your participation. Okay, so let's go into my fun fact again. And we talked about efficacy yesterday. If anybody can give me the definition. Okay. Do you guys know what kind of EPA we use? What kind of disinfectant we use for the school? We use barbicide. It's blue. We mix it because it's concentrated. But all EPA, which EPA stands for Environmental Protection Agency, regulates that all disinfectants have a number. Hospital grade. Very good. It is a viricide, hydrocide. What else? Tuberculocidal. Yes. Efficacy. Yes. Okay. Hospital grade. Excellent. So EPA must have an efficacy number. The one we use at Baldwin is the barbicide, and that is the efficacy number. In case you didn't know, broad spectrum. Excellent. You guys are so good. I can't spell either, Lauren. It's okay. So Destiny, you said you use a I didn't see it, it's gone now, but there's different kinds. This is the one we use. It's a barbicide. So that's our EPA. That's what we use in our spray bottles. That's what has to sit on our surfaces for 10 minutes and then you wipe them off. So that's just something we do. Um, if you use a different type, it's okay. They've got plenty out there. Barbicide is just kind of the staple. Um, Leucocide, okay. I've never heard of that one, but yeah. Virucidal, okay. So anything that's virucidal, just remember, will kill a virus on the surface. All right? Doesn't mean it will kill it internally, so don't, you know, get that caught up. But any type of surface that contains a virus, the bacteria of any kind will kill. And remember, yesterday I showed you different cleaners. My Clorox cleanup is it kills viruses on a surface. So if you were able to find that, hopefully you were. You know, it's one of those things that we have to make sure that we are adhering to now because we don't want to over decontaminate. Okay, we don't want to injure ourselves or cause ourselves harm, bodily harm by trying to decontaminate. Keep away from your skin. Yeah, try not to touch your face, rub your eyes. Practice social distancing. If you have pets in your home, please make sure that you are cleaning up after them because, of course, pets are you know, they're creatures. They might have an accident on the carpet or a dog might, you know. So make sure that you're being vigilant in that way, that you're washing your hands, that you're teaching your children to wash their hands, that you are practicing all forms of sanitation. So it's 12:36. Let's take a short break and we'll resume in 5 minutes. Thanks, guys. You see the HEB comments. HEB is open from 8 to 8, and they will run you out of there at like 8:15. So they're only doing like regular hours, 8 to 8, not all night. Yeah. Welcome back. Welcome back, guys. Hi. Hi, Brisa. Yeah. Grocery stores right now. Good luck with that. Hey, so just as everybody's clocking back in and saying hi Frida, hi McKenna. Just want to kind of go over a little bit of infection type of discussion, and Wendy's going to cover this in depth later. But there's three or four or five types of ways to be infected. Can you guys think of different ways you can be infected with a virus? Hello. Okay, the first one is direct transmission. And direct transmission is when an infected person touches or exchanges bodily fluids with someone else. So that's direct transmission. Indirect transmission is infectious disease that can spread through the air, contact with contaminated or a dirty object. So that means maybe using an implement that was contaminated on another client. Anybody that's contagious, that's a whole different ball game right there. So just make sure that you guys that are contagious are not transmitting from person to person. This can be done through touch or the air, open wound, any type of way. So just make sure. And then blood-borne pathogens, these can be spread in the salon with hair cutting, waxing, tweezing, nipping cuticles. Anytime the skin is broken, anytime the skin has been compromised, there is that spread of a blood-borne pathogen. So that's just a little FYI for you. Yes. Okay. Common spreading of disease in a salon setting. Can you guys tell me what those are? Hopefully we can get some answers. So think about the common means of spreading infection in the salon or a beauty school. Let's go. Hey, Destiny. Felice, Annalisa, Lauren, Sam, Sarah, Marie. Yes. Cross-contamination. Very good. Okay, so the common means of spreading infection in a salon, if you guys want to write this down, I'm going to break this down on my little board. And the first one, and you would never think, because sometimes they're so small on the skin, open sores, they're so small. That could be somebody picking a pimple or somebody scraping a sore that they had. But as long as it's open and the skin that is supposed to lay over and protect it from spreading is gone, then you're opening yourself up to this bacteria that you don't have to. Okay, very good. Nail implements, transfer between clients. Okay, reusable items not properly sanitized for facial. If you guys have galvanic machines, you guys got all of those machines that you have to use, and you cross-contaminate when you deal with open sores and you don't acknowledge them. That means on hands, on the scalp, on the feet, everywhere. The next one, my personal favorite, unclean hands. Yes. You are, those of you that are guilty, acknowledge it and do better. But there are people who have unclean hands. And what I mean by that is they do untoward things, they touch things, they cross-contaminate everything they touch because they don't properly sanitize and wash their hands. And washing your hands doesn't mean running water. It means actually using soap and lathering your hands for a period of time to remove all microbes. Next one. Coughing or sneezing. That is a spray of bacteria that's coming out of you. So if you don't cover your mouth when you cough or sneeze, little kids do it all the time, and all of us should teach our children, cover your mouth. If you haven't started doing that, start doing it before they can walk. There's a lot of grown-ups who I've seen just cough and sneeze in the public without covering their mouth. Drinking cups. Don't drink after anyone in a bottle or cup or can. None of that. Because every time you take a sip of a liquid, there is saliva that's entering that liquid. So in case you're not aware of it and your kids are not aware of it, it's not good for them to drink after each other and to drink after you. Just an observation. Yes, kids are the worst. Yes. But you got to teach your kids. Emily, you got to tell them, no, you don't get to accidentally cough in my face. You don't get to accidentally sneeze on anyone. You have to cover your mouth. Yes, 2-year-olds are hard. I know. Yes, letting people drink after you, no more. Same use of implements on every client. If you do not disinfect and sanitize your cape after a haircut, if you do not disinfect and sanitize your area after a wax, if you don't change your gloves, same use, that's the operative word, same use of any product when you know you should be disposing of, discarding of single-use products, yes, you can definitely open yourself up to infection. Last one. How do you explain the last one? Unsanitary conditions. Sorry about my handwriting. If you have unsanitary conditions where you live, where you reside, where your kids live, where your pets, then you should work very, very diligently to change that, because unsanitary conditions leads to infection. Infection leads to illness. Illness leads to hospitalization and pre-existing conditions. Not only that, you're spreading that to everyone you love and to all your loved ones. So if you have unsanitary conditions in your bedroom, your bathroom, any place in your house or your car or wherever you know you need to get clean, and you just say to yourself, I'll do it later. Now that nobody is judging you, you need to take care of this. If your bathroom is disgusting and people go in there and say, I can't, you need to clean. Not just clean, not take soap and water and wipe things down, but I really mean disinfect. Use Lysol. Use the items that I showed you yesterday on my personal cleaning favorites. Okay? And the best one is the Clorox cleanup with bleach. It reduces viruses on a surface, and it's very, very effective. Gross cars. That is unacceptable. Okay, so let's recap before we leave. Let's talk about universal precautions. Okay, here's the recap. This is the definition. All right. Think about this in your daily life. Think about it as something that you need to live by in this day and age. And every day after this, we are in a time of crisis where we need to make sure that we are understanding the regulations and rules that are set upon us as individuals. So, your definition for universal precautions, this is what you need to do. Everyone at this time, that's why we can't hug each other, because this is universal. Potential threat. Just by kissing each other, holding on to each other, crying in each other's arms, you know? Yeah. So, universal precautions. Everyone's considered a potential threat for transmission of blood-borne pathogens. And then we have our standard precautions. This was introduced in 1996. To assume that all blood or bodily fluids are potential sources for infection. And we know that to be true. All right, you guys. I have one last fun fact to share with you. I'm not going to write this down, but I'm just going to share it with you as we go to close. If you guys are going to log out, make sure you tune into Wendy's YouTube channel in an hour. She'll be on it too. And she's going to give you all of the information. In a nutshell, the dinner. Called probably, what is it, the appetizer, and then the entree, and then dessert. So she's going to give you the entree and dessert. Yes. So glad to have you guys. Thank you so much, Haley. I'm so happy to be here and to help you guys out. Okay, so last fun fact. So maybe you guys want to know this. Biofilm, spelled Biofilm, is a type of slime that is created when a bacterial colony and water are present. So if you feel that sensation on your teeth right now, that light, slick, slimy feeling when you run your tongue across, that is called a biofilm. And what that does is it builds up. It's oil and water that is just resting in a place. You'll see it in your shower sometimes, or you'll feel it on your skin if you use something heavy. And yeah. So, fun fact. Hope you guys had a great day. See you next time.